last I left you, this is as far as I had come on making these windows for the house. Cut everything out and temporarily tacked them together just to make sure I had all the elements that I liked. So now I'm going to take this window apart. I need to peel the foil off so that I can expose the foam. I need to carve 2 channels in it so that I can hang some curtain rods. This one in the background is already glued together, and you can kind of see I've got my curtain rods installed on the sides, so I'm going to have to carve out a round channel so that I can glue the PVC pipe in across the length of it with the curtain rod just kind of pressed in there. It's a tight fit and it works really well that way. Alright, so I've marked out the width of my channel and I'm just going to carve out the bulk of it with a blade here. So with most of the foam removed, it'll make the next step a little easier. I've got a piece of PVC scrap that's the same diameter as the piece that is going to be glued in with the curtain rod that goes through the middle. Just wrap some sandpaper around it, and now we're just going to sand this down so it's the same shape, and I'm just going to take it down about halfway. So you can see how that's taking a nice round shape already. I've got another little piece of scrap that I've marked at about the halfway so I can see how deep I'm going, because I don't want to go any deeper than halfway on each piece. So I'll sand it down half depth on these top trim pieces and halfway depth on the window frame itself. That way when I put the curtain rod pipe in there and I glue it up all the way around, it's going to be a nice, good, solid, stable frame. Okay, so I've got all of my channels cut out and sanded out nice and round, and you can see here how the curtain rod will just get sandwiched in between the pieces. So every piece that runs across the outside frame had to get that carved out, so you can see how good a fit that is using that little blank of PVC pipe. Since it's the same diameter, when I sanded it down, it formed the perfect shape. And next step is to get this foil off so that I can glue the foam pieces together. I want better adhesion with foam to foam and not on this foil, which, you know, could peel off. To give the whole thing a bit more stability, I've cut a square channel along each side, and I'm going to slip in and glue in a strip of plywood there. That'll keep it a little rigid and keep it from curling from top to bottom. When I peel the foil off on one side, it's going to tend to curl. So that'll kind of help keep things more straight, more rigid, so it'll fit flush against the window, not do any weird twisting and popping off, hopefully. Yeah, it's about the best I can do, just kind of keep everything internal so there's no framework that's showing. I just want it to be a nice clean look, and I think that that's about all I can do. Yeah, so you can see I just peeled all the foil off, and like I said, it tends to want to curl because I'm going to keep the backside paper attached because it's already black, so that way I don't have to paint it black. I just like that side being protected and being in that color, because that's going to be facing inside the house. So I'd rather just have a nice even black silhouette to look at, and nothing really weird that's distracting from when you're inside the house. Alright, it's all glued down and weighted down as best I could in all the critical points, which apparently is the entire frame. Anyway, the other one dried out this way just fine, so this will work really well. Be a nice bond, pretty rigid, so it'll fit nice and secure in the window frame on the front of the house.